This is Karen with newclevelandradio.net, and it is time for, what's it time for, Richard?
It's time for us, the two of us, to get on the air and we talk.
And the name,
Guess what?
and wait a second, and the name of the podcast is,
What did we call it?
you don't remember what we called it?
No.
Wow. That's not a good sign because it's almost a year since we've done one. So I sort of understand that you don't really remember the name.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
what's the name?
I forgot it too. Hey guys, that's what makes this podcast so real and unique. Okay. Because it's really about the confusion that Rich and I got married twice in the same year. Once on February 3rd, 1984.
Which makes it 14,252 days we've been married.
See?
Oh my God. I didn't think it would go a day over 14,000.
But in addition to getting married on February 3rd, which we celebrated our 39th year last week.
Yeah.
Okay. But we got married again on July 15th, 1984, because the first marriage was in the rabbi's study. And we only had two friends with us. And in the meantime, we have no idea what happened to those friends. We haven't seen them in a very long time.
I'm sure they're out there.
They're somewhere. So
if you've seen our two friends, just let them know we're still here.
We're still married and they can contact us. Anyway, so then we got married in July of that same year.
Which is 14,089 days. That's a long time too. I'm not sure. I did renew her this year.
Now
we have a contract that expires once a year and it renews. And our contract is living under a quote from a movie, which I'm now going to present to Karen so she'll understand why we're still together.
Okay, please.
Everything will be all right in the end. So if it's not all right, it's not the end.
Oh, I like that.
It's from Best Exotic Marigold Hotel.
Best Exotic Marigold Hotel.
Yes.
Who is in that movie, Rick?
I have no freaking clue. All I know is everything's all right in the end.
Everything's all right in the end.
If things are all not right,
they will be eventually. In the end.
It's not the end.
It's not the end.
It's not the end.
Well, and for those of you who are listening, I think our marriage works for a couple of reasons. And the first reason is that Richard acts like I'm bothering him because I don't hear him real well. And it's not selective hearing.
What?
It's because of my hearing aids.
Oh, okay.
And so he'll say something and I really won't hear it. And he sort of has to just like shrug his shoulders and go, there it goes again. But he has the selective hearing because when I say things, he'll say, you never said that before.
What?
What? So if any of you are
I've never said that you have selective hearing.
No.
I've said you're deaf.
You shouldn't make fun of me. That's not very nice.
Okay.
It's going to make me cry in front of our audience.
I know.
Okay. So
sometimes it's hilarious what you come up with, what you thought I said. I mean, you had a really good one yesterday, and I don't remember it. I wish I did because it was just incredible.
Yeah, he doesn't remember a lot of things, so give him a break. So one of the reasons that we decided to go back to doing this is that this past year has been really crazy for us. I mean, you have to admit that, right, Rich? I mean, our son looking for a new job. He wanted to advance his career. And I don't have to go into the whole thing with all of you, because if you follow us on Facebook or you follow us on our website, you will know that what that backstory is. So we were sort of empty nesters for a couple of months this summer,
Yep.
and then he came back home. And now, since December, we are empty nesters again. And the first couple days, I sobbed. I think we had a flood here from all my crying, right?
Yes, we did.
Yeah. But since then, since he cleaned up all that water, we're fine. And Alex is fine too. In fact, he's doing very well in Dallas, Texas. And if you'll notice our shirts, this is one of the teams that he works for. He's in merchandising. It's lacrosse. They very big in Texas. So, and tomorrow,
Are you saying I'm big?
No, lacrosse is big. Okay. And tomorrow, the team will finally be back at their home stadium in, it's not Fort Worth, it's in Arlington, Texas. The month of January, I'm told they don't play in their stadium because it's rodeo month. Well, I guess it would be.
Well, I mean, I've told Alex that there are rodeos down there and he should go down and find a cowgirl.
A cowgirl. Yeah.
But
they have a cowgirl museum down there. Did you know that?
I've told him and he just says, leave me alone.
A cowgirl museum.
But he says that when he was here too. So
he always says, leave me alone. He doesn't say that at work though. He only says it to his parents. Yeah. So some other things have been going on. I've been trying to grow. I shouldn't say trying. I am growing newclevelandradio.net. We're going to have a new show.
I thought you were going to tell me you were pregnant.
No, not a possibility. Not going to happen.
You said that.
Now, if somebody wants to produce a grandchild, Richard, I'd be very happy to be grandparents.
Provided it's okay with one of the sons.
Well, yeah, I just said if one of them wants to provide us with one.
Yeah.
Okay. But in the meantime, we've both been working, fairly hard. In fact, Rich has had some assignments where I've been really nice, and I go on his assignments with him, not to the job site, but I travel with him, and then I take my computer and I do my work for New Cleveland Radio. I sit in a Panera for about 4 hours, like I did last night. Yeah. So if you think
the whole theory is that she's going to be in the car to keep me awake.
Well, I did going there. I kept doing. Coming home was very difficult.
Yeah, like coming home, you were asleep.
But we were in Bowling Green, Ohio last night, and I have to tell people, it's a really nice city.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even on the outskirts of the campus, it's really nice. And we went to a restaurant that was just taking me there before. Very, very good. What's the name of it? Let's give them a plug.
No idea.
Restaurant. Yeah.
No, it's something like Come In Simple Cafe or something like that. It's a very friendly name.
It is.
It's a cafe. It's less than a block off the center of Bowling Green. And I got to tell you one thing about Bowling Green. This I just think is neat, okay? Because I think it's a bunch of students that got together on this. They have these little carts. They're not very big. They're like the size of a styrofoam cooler. And they got 6 wheels on them, and they got a big antenna, and they have lights all over them, but you don't see the lights. You don't see, it even has headlights on it. Okay. And they're obviously robotically controlled. And I thought, what the heck are those? And so I pulled up next to one so I could see it. It's food delivery. They have a delivery system where you pay for your food, and then you say, we're going to have food delivery, come and get it. And the robotic thing comes over. When it knows it's at the restaurant, it unlocks the top. They put the food in and lock it. And then the thing roams the streets
to find you.
They're coming back and finds you in your dorm. And it does all this, which is just like, this is incredible. And in the middle of the street, you'll see all of a sudden, you'll see a flashing little antenna up at the top. That's the robot trying to cross the street. And it only does it in sidewalks. And you cross the street and you see the thing, and it's got headlights on it and everything.
So you can see where it's going.
This goes, so you can see where it's going, so you know where it's going. It's really neat. It really is. What a great idea.
What about all these people who, like our Uber Eats or the other one, like they're out of business now.
No, I'm
No?
sure there's other restaurants, out in the outskirts, because I don't think these things can travel very far.
Oh,
I think it's probably only the
the
nearby
campus area. Yeah.
but it's still, this is better than a helicopter. This is just like, it just gets around.
I-
Always gets around.
Well,
So
and it's interesting when I travel with you, there's always something interesting
yeah,
that either we see or we learn about each other. Okay. I'm not going to talk about what we learn about each other because, I don't think they really need to know.
you like the John Deere dealers. You like counting them.
Yeah, I count John Deere dealers. That's true. Or if we take the old back roads, I count cemeteries.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cemeteries too. Yeah.
Cemeteries, we see those a lot. And then we do a lot of like screaming like we're on a roller coaster because the truckers are constantly cutting you off. Which is a
Or
little.
the best part is if you're driving at night
Yes.
and they don't have those reflectors on the sides of the road or the
Yeah.
middle of the road, you have no idea what you're doing when you come up over a hill. It's hilarious. It's like, oh my God, there's a car coming.
Well, and when I don't travel with them, when I'm here in the studio like I am right now, Richard calls me when he leaves his location, which is usually about a 2-hour drive home from all the locations. And we talk for 2 hours. It gets a little boring after a while, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it would be better if you were a different woman.
If I were a different woman.
Yeah. But then I'd probably be having an affair and you wouldn't like that.
Excuse me?
I said you wouldn't like it.
You're right. I wouldn't like it. I thought you said I would like it. No, I wouldn't like it.
There she goes. She didn't hear it. Right. So it's like, okay, here we go.
So for all of you out there who like our bantering, let me tell you that we sort of like it too. It's what keeps our marriage fresh.
Yes, you're fresh.
And it keeps us on our toes.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. And I must say that I am married to a great guy here, except when it comes to mealtime. Because this is a guy who will be
like right now. I'm hungry.
Yeah, he's hungry. And it's always, what do we have for lunch, honey?
Yeah, what do we have for lunch?
And my answer always is what? Go check the outside freezer for your Stouffer meals.
Okay.
Yeah. And
I could have, you know what I could have?
What can you have today?
I could have that chicken, the chicken with the sweet and sour sauce that the chicken doesn't cook, right? And so it makes me ill in the afternoon.
You're not supposed to make it in the microwave.
It's like, wow, this is.
You make it in the microwave. You're not supposed to.
Well,
anyways, he's not going to have that for lunch today.
well,
But it's
no.
always, honey.
I've already had it the once this week, and I don't need to be cleaned out again.
So, anyways, Richard does not cook.
Nope.
And
I think I can boil water.
I don't even remember the last time you did that.
Well, I've made those little what are those little things called? Chef Boyardee cans.
Oh, yeah.
I can make those.
You can make those.
Because I can pull off the thing, put it on a plate, and warm it up. And there we go.
You're okay with a microwave is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Except you don't read when it says do not microwave. Like your chicken the other day. There was
it said microwave.
Okay. I'll have to read the package myself.
You said it shouldn't be microwaved, and
I was
I
right.
determined it shouldn't be microwaved. Oh yeah.
So anyways, he doesn't cook. And I will admit, both of us have sort of lost this excitement about food.
We're not going to talk about that.
No, chicken tastes like chicken, which tastes like hamburger, which tastes like more chicken, which tastes like turkey.
Well, we only really eat chicken and turkey. Let's be honest. We eat beef
Occasionally.
occasionally, not very often.
And you eat fruit and I eat vegetables.
Yes.
Like Jack Sprat could eat no fat, his wife could eat no lean.
Well, last night that was good. It's not.
We shared.
Yeah, we had
Yep.
we had vegetables,
Yep.
although they were fried,
Fried vegetables.
fried cauliflower, fried mushrooms, fried zucchini,
Broccoli.
and fried broccoli,
And fried pickles for you.
and fried pickles for me.
Yeah.
I mean, what a deal! Fried everything of vegetables.
He loves fried pickles. So,
Yeah,
don't send us any,
Yeah,
please.
don't.
No, don't send us any.
I can only eat those. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But really, the reason I like doing this is that, and I want all of you to sit back and think about this.
Everything will be all right in the end.
Yeah.
If things are not all right, then it's
not the end. But I want you to think about this, okay? If your significant other is in the room with you, I want you to look at that significant other like I am. No.
Oh,
this way, okay? And I want you to realize that that person is the person who you chose to be with. And you know what? Even though they may have some oddities about them, so do you. I know I do. And I just, I just sit here and I look at him and I go, I don't think I want to start all over again. After 39 years, I don't want to be broken in by another guy, and I don't want to break in another guy. So I'm going to stick with you, and we'll enjoy our time together, even when it doesn't feel like so much fun. But for the most part, as you said, everything will be all right in the end. So if things are not all right, it's not the end.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
We're not at the end, honey.
Yeah, we're not. Well,
No.
I mean, I've been given a clean bill of health recently, so that's okay.
Yes, he has.
And she's been given a all right bill of health.
You are so.
She couldn't hear it. That was the problem.
I know. I heard it.
She
He's
couldn't
so
hear.
funny.
The doctor said that she's okay. And she goes, what? Okay, fine.
Anyways, we will do this again soon. We're not going to wait a year to do it.
Yeah, we'll try to come up with another quote.
We'll come up with another quote. We'll tell you about the Panther City lacrosse team. They're doing very, very well this year. And when that season ends, our son Alex will be working for the NBA team, the Dallas Wings, and they are the women's NBA team. And they did very well last year, and they're expected to do very well this year. So our hearts are in the Dallas Fort Worth area right now. Right, Rich?
Yeah, except for the Guardians.
Well, that's baseball. Baseball season hasn't started yet. Okay. So to all of our friends at the baseball, field down in Arizona, because that's where they are. They're in Goodyear, Arizona, getting ready for the new season. So we wish them all a lot of.
Somebody wants to send us a ticket to go to Goodyear. You can do that.
Oh,
we're kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, he's not really. I mean, if you supplied him with the ticket to go to Goodyear, he'd be on the plane immediately. But we love all of you. We hope you love us as well. And Rich, I think it's now time to go to that store that we have to go to.
I thought we were going to eat first.
No, we're going to the store. I've been waiting
I
since
wanna
10
eat.
o'clock. Oh, eating is just something that
Okay,
gains
well,
weight.
just remember, everything will be all right in the end. If
Everything will
things
be
are not
right.
all right, then it's not the end.
You are so good. Have a great day.
Bye.